Hello, Dougie.
Hey,
How are you doing?
very good. How you doing?
Very good. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today. It's so exciting having you on because I know you've got some exciting projects coming up that you must be thrilled about.
Yeah. I'm totally stoked. Are we 100% live?
We are 100% live.
Oh Jesus. Okay, I gotta watch my language.
So obviously we all best know you for being part of Brit Award-winning platinum-selling band McFly, but now you are on a new avenue of your career with a brand new band. Tell us a little bit about how this has all come about.
Well, first of all, you missed off Guinness World Record breaking band McFly.
That's
But yeah,
another accomplishment.
Yeah, I'm super excited. This new band kind of came about, kind of by accident, really. It was just one of those things that kind of snowballed. I met a guy I was with, and just started writing songs with him called Todd, and yeah, we started writing songs. Then we started demoing them, and they sounded really kind of different. We didn't know who to use them because I write songs for other people and stuff as well. So didn't know whether to send them off to someone or, and then we just thought it'd be fun to get in a rehearsal room and play those songs. So we went looking for a drummer, and James Bourne from Busted recommended this guy called Corey, and that's how the band kind of started. And then it just kind of snowballed, really. Yeah.
And what's the reason behind the name of the band?
The reason is me and Todd, when we were writing, we'd look at poets and artists and things like that for inspiration. But there's one guy that stood out the most called Ralph Steadman, and he starts all of his the majority of his art with a splat of Indian ink, and then has to make something out of that splat. And we kind of thought it was pretty similar to how we were writing and demoing. It would be this, it could be some crappy idea on a guitar that we'd then have to then build into a song.
And
so we called the band Ink.
And it's brilliant because you've looking online, you've had an amazing response, and you've got loads of different tour dates coming up. But you're actually going to be very close to us in Bristol next week, so we can actually come and see you live. So what can people expect from the show? Is this, obviously compared to McFly, this I guess is a completely different avenue. The sound's completely different. You must be so passionate about this because I guess it's a lot of your personal interests in this band with the style of music.
Yeah, there's honestly, it doesn't really feel like McFly spans so many different genres of music. We started off playing like 60s kind of pop music, and then it gradually got kind of more pop punk, and then then Danny would bring in like a Bruce Springsteen idea or whatever. So it doesn't feel like I'm used to playing different styles of music. But in terms of like the show itself, we're doing like this whole thing is like a club tour. We want to go and play some really like small, sweaty venues and just kind of just see what happens. Like if the show falls apart, then it doesn't matter. We can just make stupid jokes in between songs. And we're coming to Bristol, which I believe is where Blackbeard is from.
So you must be very excited.
Yeah, totally.
I'm hoping to actually come up and see you guys.
Oh, you're going to come check us out?
I am. I'm really excited. We've actually got a song that we're going to play after the interview as well. I've listened to it earlier and it's absolutely fantastic. So you guys are doing brilliant.
Oh, thanks, man.
But as a band, who are your influences, would you say?
As a band, well, Todd, the singer, is like really into like Nick Cave and The National, and then from like my end, I bring I love like punk bands and stuff like NoFX and Fugazi and Blink-182, and Corey is really like kind of all about that big American rock bands and stuff. So it's kind of a mix of all of those. Everyone's bringing in their own different worlds into it.
Wow, it sounded absolutely brilliant. And you kind of do everything. I mean, I was looking up this week, you're a model, a very successful model. You were crowned the King of the Jungle in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And of course, you've been in the Guinness World Records. But for you, at the moment, what would you say your career highlight is? Is there something that stands out as one of the best kind of moments for you?
As a career highlight, I don't know, like, when with McFly, when things, like, took off and blew up, you don't have really, like, time to kind of, like, take stock. And, like, even when, like, we won a Brit Award, but we were so we were busy doing something else at the same time, so it was really hard to, like, figure out, like, which point, like, moment was like, oh, this is it. We've made it. I think it's just kind of those little things, like I was hanging out with Tom from McFly the other day, and he said he's been writing with this new band that they're only like 13 years old, and they know all of our songs inside out, and McFly like their favorite band. So that to me is like that's worth more than anything, really, because that's what we always wanted when we first started. We wanted to be that band that kids one day said, "Oh, you're my favorite band." That's the whole reason I picked up guitar, because that's what bands did for us. If it wasn't for a band like Blink-182, I never would have picked up the bass guitar.
That's incredible. It must be nice to get that kind of compliment as well, that you as a band have inspired the upcoming artists as well. That must be the best compliment to receive.
That's yeah. I honestly think, without getting like all sentimental and stuff, I think that's better than it means a lot more than awards or stats or anything like that.
Now, I would love to get you to describe your other band members from Ink, but in 3 radio-friendly words. So how would you describe them in 3 radio-friendly words?
Okay. So Todd DeRigo, our singer / guitarist, he is okay. Well, in 2 words, he has a fast metabolism, and he's and deep, and he's deep. And Corey, he is he's hyper, chiseled, very chiseled, and what else is he? He's short.
Do you know, they're tuning into this right now. They're going to absolutely love that. That's one of the best answers we've had. He's got a fast metabolism.
Dude, seriously, the guy can eat anything he wants and never puts on a single pound. Like, it is amazing.
Oh, that's incredible. Going back to, obviously, your tour dates. Looking, you've got so many dates, including Plymouth, Bristol, Cardiff, Nottingham, Manchester, Sheffield, Newcastle. You're literally everywhere. So it must be so exciting to get out there and show people what you're about as a band. And obviously, go into the show, people can actually upgrade and get to meet you as a band as well. Yeah,
you can do the tickets are like club kind of prices, but then if you want to do a meet and greet, there's the meet and greet package that you can upgrade, which means because it's all standing, you get to the front of the queue, free bit of merch, meet and greet, photo, and all of that.
So they get the whole experience. Well, honestly, I'm going to come up there next week in Bristol because I want to meet you guys and see what it's all about, because we've got your song that I listened to earlier. It's going to be coming up straight away, and it's called Fever.
That's right.
Does this track mean quite a lot to you?
Fever, like, honestly, Fever was like kind of is a bit of, I think it was a Frankenstein of about 3 different songs, and I came up with, like, the music, I believe, was for me, it was just this like little kind of idea I had on guitar, and then Todd really kind of took the reins with the lyrics. Like, he's such a big fan of people like John Cooper Clarke and Arthur Rimbaud and stuff. So like every line to Todd has like 3 different meanings, and it's about like a specific moment, possibly like that you feel when like about a situation or something, like very specific. It can only be like 15 seconds, but we completely dissect that 15 seconds, how you feel in that moment. And it's kind of about like being, I guess, like lovesick, and it's kind of like you have a fever.
Well, I can't wait to play it on the show, and a massive good luck with everything. I love what's happening, and I love what it's all about.
Thanks, man.
And people can buy the tickets. What website can people buy the tickets from for the shows?
I believe you can even go to our website, which is inkwashere.com, or I guess Ticketmaster. That's a question for management, man. I just do the music.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to come and see you guys next week, and we're going to be playing your track on the show for the next few weeks as well. So massive good luck, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Take care.
Wicked.
Thanks.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
man. Bye.
What a